Today we're going to try a new place that opened up across from Baybrook Mall. It's called Kaffeinated with a K, Crepes and Coffee. Now you don't set up shop across from the mall where Sweet Paris is located if you aren't going to bring your A game. So we're going to try it today. We're going to try some savory and some sweet crepes, and we'll let you know how it is.
All right, so first I have to give a shout out to Kimberly for telling us this place existed, because we didn't even know this place had opened. So thank you for that. We always like getting ideas of where to go, so keep those coming. So the review. Okay, so we walk in, right? Now this place where this place is located used to be what we think to remember was called the Donut Bar, which was like alcohol and donuts. Didn't survive very long. So this place moved into its spot. It's a pretty big location. A lot of tables. They have a lot of fake flowers everywhere. I guess it's supposed to kind of give you that, oh, we're at a bridal shower sort of feel. They have like a weird tree kind of in the middle of the place with a bunch of pink flowers. Anyway, we walk in. We already looked at the menu online. So we had an idea of what we wanted to get, which is a good thing, because when you walk in and look at the menu in the restaurant, it literally looks like what you'd find in like a mom and pop donut shop, where it literally is just a list of all the things they have with no information about what's in them. There's no menu you can pick up and look at for more details. And the girl that was like at the counter that took our order, she was zero help of anything. She was not friendly. Didn't seem like she really wanted to be there. I'm like, this is like a brand new place. I'm like, to me, if you walk in, like when I get up to the counter, there should be, hello, how are you? Is this your first time here? Any of that? There's none of that stuff. So as I said, luckily we already knew what we wanted to order. So I ordered a chicken avocado crepe. I'll let Brooke tell you what he ordered. So I ordered that, and then we decided to get a mixed berry crepe for dessert. Now we asked if it was better because we're Sweet Paris. We love that place. We asked, is it better for us to, order everything at once and put a hold on the sweet crepe so we gotta get it later, or do a separate order later? She's like, oh no, we can do the hold. It's like, okay, we did the hold. Now I'm looking around, and there's a lot of people that have numbers on their tables, which to me means we could be here a while. I don't know. So we sat down, I started my timer. It took about 13 minutes, which isn't bad, to get the savory food. But I should say, until Brooke asked about drinks, we were not given anything. The unfriendly person at the counter had told us that the drinks would come out. I ordered a peach tea.
Iced tea.
Peach iced tea. Now, I just assumed, because there literally were two prices on the menu, didn't tell you what any of that was. I had to ask her, I'm like, so is that like two sizes? Like, what are we looking at here? So I got the bigger size. It was $5.99. Finally, they bring out what looks like a vase, literally a vase of peach tea. Now, I like sweet tea. I like regular tea. I assumed, because it just said peach iced tea, that it was just going to be unsweet tea. Now, I don't know, maybe whatever they put into the unsweet tea made it really sweet, but it was a sweet tea. So if you're somebody who is not a sweet tea fan, know that going in, that these are more of like a sweet tea. Peach tea was pretty good. Wasn't like the most amazing peach tea I've ever had, but it was fine. So the chicken avocado crepe. Y'all, okay, first of all, it was a nice size, but they put the avocado cream on top of it. It's the color of guacamole after it's been out all day, or after you've put it in the refrigerator and it kind of turns, it hasn't turned like blackish yet, but it's turning that kind of sickly green color. That's the color of the avocado cream. It's not a nice, light, pretty color when I think of what an avocado cream should look like. So be prepared for that. Now, the inside, they call it supposed to be tender chicken inside. Chicken was fine. It wasn't anything amazing. It was okay. It was serviceable. It did have mashed avocados in there and some, well, they claim melted mozzarella cheese. I really did not get any melted mozzarella cheese in this crepe. So I don't know if it was even in there. I did not eat all of my crepe. I let Brooke eat the rest of it because he was starving. But I'm not a fan. So we're still eating our savory portions. And dude comes out with our sweet crepe. Oh, here's your crepe. I'm like, we're still eating regular food. So we just put it on the table next to us because these tables are small. So you can't even put 3 plates on the table. So we just put it next to us, which luckily nobody was there. We didn't have to invade their space. But I went ahead and gave up on mine after a few more minutes. And I thought, okay, I'm going to try this sweet one. So we got the mixed berry. There is way too much chocolate sauce on it. Now, the chocolate sauce is good. It's like dark milk and white. And they have chocolate fountains in there. So I guess that's where they're getting it from. They're moving it underneath. I didn't see them making any. I'm assuming they move it underneath the things. I don't know. And of course they made, a fancy little kind of little design on the top of it. But it was way too much sauce. Like, it was just too much sauce. It was good, but there was just a lot of it. So it made the crepe, because there was nothing really on the inside. It was just the fruit on the inside. But it made the crepe kind of soggy. So, unless you were eating the bottom part of the crepe, which was still fine, it was just kind of soggy. And I don't really like soggy crepes. So we did eat all of the dessert one though, because it was good. It had strawberries, bananas, and blueberries inside. So it was good. But I'm going to be honest, I would never come back to this place. And I feel bad because we cheated on Sweet Paris, because that's like our crepe place. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Just listen to what Brooke said and you can make your final decision on whether or not you would like to try Kaffeinated with a K.
All right, so here's my review. I will say this place is very pretty on the inside. It reminded me a little bit of Paris. Julie's never been. She wouldn't know. But it reminded a little bit of Paris with some fake trees and some flowers.
Oh, so you walk all around Paris and see
there's
fake trees and flowers
all over Paris. But you're always a little suspicious when a place is too pretty. Okay, how's the food going to be, right? Because it doesn't really matter if it's a beautiful environment if the food's not very good. So I'd already researched online. I wanted the egg sandwich. Now, the picture online looked really good, and it was scrambled eggs, okay, which I like scrambled eggs. I don't like any other type of eggs. So I ordered it from the nonchalant worker at the front.
Nonchalant.
And she didn't even ask, oh, well, you want it scrambled or some other way? I just assumed it was scrambled, right? And like I said, there's no pictures anywhere. There's no description of it. We'd already been online. That's the only reason we knew. So it comes out and it's over easy. Okay, I don't like over easy eggs. I like scrambled eggs. And at first I picked it up, I'm like, does this look like scrambled? She's like, no, it's over easy. I'm like, now some of you would have sent it back or whatever, but I didn't want to wait another, 30 minutes to get another egg sandwich. And it didn't look anything like the picture. It was smaller, kind of flatter. Yeah, the bread looked different. So I don't know. I only ate like half of it, and I took the egg off the other side and just ate the turkey that was in there. And then the picture online showed it with some kind of turkey bacon on the side. That was nowhere to be seen. I did order the potatoes instead of the fruit. Potatoes were over salted, just weren't really, they weren't tasty at all. So I had to give that a thumbs down. Now, coming to the dessert, when we get a good crepe, a dessert crepe, I barely get a couple bites in. Julie's already devoured the whole thing. So she slowed down a little bit, let me add a couple bites to this one. It was okay. I'm actually going to go to Dairy Queen after this and get me a Blizzard because I still feel hungry. But nothing to really write home about. I mean, Sweet Paris is where it's at. The Nutella crepe we always get there is just fantastic. They got the 3 chocolate fountains here. I'm not even sure if they're just taking chocolate out of it and then pouring. I have no idea. It looked like it was more for a show than anything. But yeah, a little overpriced, about $50 for 2 people. With this $6, peach iced tea, which ended up being peach sweet tea, which is very sugary. So I would give this place a thumbs down. If you've already been to Sweet Paris, keep going. If you haven't been to Sweet Paris, that's your great place.
But wait, there's more. I forgot to mention the salad. So online, it mentions that you get, this delightful house salad. And some of the pictures show this nice little cup of salad, and it has cherry tomatoes and lettuce and onions, dressing. Looks so cute. Okay, comes on my plate. Now, Sweet Paris also does their greens on the side. It's just on the plate. So it looked a lot like what Sweet Paris looks like. Okay, there were no tomatoes. There were maybe a couple red onions, and the rest of it was big ass pieces of lettuce that I look like I'm just hoovering into my this.
I saw it.
Well, I know, because they were freaking huge. And it had like a vinaigrette, which was okay. If we're gonna compare to Sweet Paris and their side little salad, like their greens, and they literally are just greens, like they don't have any tomato, any of that other stuff. It's far better at Sweet Paris. So just wanted to add that about the salad. Stay tuned until the very end, because we're going to show the comparison between the egg sandwiches, between online and reality.